Some authors create stories that becomes classic and remain in people's collective imagination, so much so that people retell, quote, or reference them in other stories. Charles Dickens is such an author. He wrote many books and novellas that became instant classics, and people still remember them today. This video will look at his red thread, a narrative thread that connects all his works and runs through the themes he explores. The first thread is the journey to be better. In all of Dickens' stories, one character, often the protagonist, embarks on a journey of personal self-betterment. The character is not always aware of it, sometimes it's against their will, but they become a better version of themselves, braver, less naive, kind, and physically and mentally stronger. The journey can be a physical one, symbolic, or even supernatural. The most obvious example is A Christmas Carol, where the character of Ebenezer Scrooge is an unhappy, miserly and greedy old businessman who doesn't see any good in the world and has no wish to help anyone. After he's visited by 3 ghosts that show his past, present and future, he becomes a generous, kind man who understands that helping people is the way forward. Scrooge's journey is supernatural, facing through 3 apparitions what he did, does, and what people will think of him after his death. He is pushed to change through an imposed journey, but becomes a better man. The second thread is economic improvement. In Dickens' stories, aside from personal betterment, there is always a character, might be the protagonist or a character beside them, who, by the end of the story, has a status elevation through money. They get a better position in society through financial improvement. In the story, they always deserve a prize either for their action or because of their tribulations. The best example is Oliver Twist, who starts as an orphan alone in the world. After being taken advantage of and almost dying, he reconnects with his family, gets a big inheritance and is adopted by Mr. Brownlow. The character's description shows he is part of the enriched bourgeoisie. In my opinion, Charles Dickens wrote some of the most influential classics that are still retold or constantly parodied, which shows how great his books are. In the description, I'll link a couple of his works. I hope you check them out. Onward to the next author.